Are you a fan of free money? If so, you're in the right place. Happy Monday. Welcome back to Dynamics of the Dollar, your go-to channel for mastering your money and building a brighter financial future. Today we're going to be diving into a topic that affects most adults that spend money, and truthfully, one of my personal favorite topics to talk about, credit cards. Most people, like myself, fall into the trap of thinking that credit cards are just free money, only to end up in tremendous and sometimes insurmountable amounts of debt. But what if I told you that credit cards could be utilized as a powerful tool to get you free things and to boost your financial health? Stick around, because today what we're going to be talking about is how to make a credit card work for you. Credit cards are legit a double-edged sword. When used properly, they offer rewards, convenience, and honestly a great chance to build your credit score. However, misuse can end up in a vicious cycle of debt and financial stress. Today, I'm going to be showing you 5 key strategies to help you harness the power of your credit cards responsibly, so that way you can enjoy the benefits of them without falling into debt. Our first step is honestly just to understand your actual credit card rewards program. Every card offers a different type of reward, such as cashback, store discounts, or my personal favorite, travel points. Just take a few minutes and read through what you actually get from their credit cards. Let's be honest, no one's going to go dive into those really fine print, but at least see what the benefits are of your credit card. So for example, credit cards will give you rewards for a lot of things, like subscriptions that you probably already use, gas, so if you drive a lot, even things that everyone spends money on, which is food. Something you should really try to take advantage of is if it benefits you to buy food, right? So for example, going grocery shopping, if you get 3% cash back for spending money at a grocery store, then make sure you use that card at that store. Pretty straightforward. And on occasion, credit card companies typically have reward seasons that will benefit you on purchasing certain things and other things depending on the time of year. By simply staying on top of these, you can actually maximize the amount of rewards you receive. Remember, utilizing these rewards are essentially free money or benefits, but only if you use the card responsibly. The most important part is not to forget to pay off your balance in full, which leads us to our next tip, which is I cannot emphasize enough how important the second tip is, which is to pay off your balance in full every single month. This is honestly probably the golden rule of using a credit card. By paying off your balance in full, you completely avoid any interest charges, which will in most cases eliminate anything that you actually earned from the credit card. Interest rates on credit cards are notoriously high. They typically range from 15 to 25%. And if you carry a balance, those charges can add up really fast. For example, if you have a credit card of a balance of $1,000 and an interest rate of 18%, that could take you years to pay off if the only thing you're contributing is the minimum payment per month. Set a budget, track your spending, and please make sure you pay off the credit card at the end of every single month. Just try to think of it as treating your credit card like your debit card. You could only spend enough money that you actually have on there. So if you look at your debit account and you see $1,000, think of it as you cannot spend more than $1,000 on your credit card, even if you've been approved on a credit card for like $5,000. One of my personal favorite creators on YouTube, Minority Mindset, talks about things like this in length. In one of his videos that I actually took a lot away from, where he talks about credit cards, and something he said that really stuck with me, it goes along the lines of thinking of your investments. All you have to do to win in investing is find something that will bring you 15 to 25% a year, and that's it. You have it made. It's easy, right? But if you know anything about investing, what are you going to find that's going to bring you 15 to 25% every single year? The S&P 500 shows an average of 10% increase every single year since the beginning of time. What could possibly bring me 15 to 25% every single year without just getting lucky every single year? The simple answer is you can't. But you know who can? Your credit card company. And it's coming out of your pocket. If you don't pay your bills on time, they charge you 15 to 25%. And this is a huge reason why the 4 major credit card companies, which are MasterCard, Visa, Amex, and Discover, are worth hundreds of billions of dollars today. So pay your bills. Tip number 3 is really just to take advantage of the offers that are given to you by the credit card companies. A lot of them offer sign-up bonuses. So simply by signing up for the card and spending a certain amount in a certain period of time, you get bonuses for it. These bonuses in some cases can be worth hundreds of dollars. So for example, a card might offer you $200 cash if you spend $1,000 in the first 3 months. Look around at everything today and how much everything costs. You can spend that kind of money easily. You can shift your regular expenses to the new card, and just like that, free money. Going back to tip number 2, just make sure you're spending within your budget and you're paying off your credit card every single month. Don't overspend just because of a bonus. It's not worth going into debt. And again, most important thing to emphasize here is to pay your credit card bills off every single month, even after you spending it right away if you want. If you do not have the money in your checking account to spend, then do not spend it on your credit card or you will fall into a trap. Trust me. I love the idea that a credit card company hates me as a customer because I pay my bills off in full every single month and I don't give them a cent in interest. I'm literally getting free money out of them and I absolutely love that. Hopefully you could take that with you. Our 4th tip is really just to use that credit card for everyday expenses as much as you can within your budget. This strategy will help you accumulate those rewards or your cash back significantly faster. And on top of that, it's money that you'll be spending on things anyway, like grocery shopping, your bills, Netflix. By using your credit card on your everyday expenses, your points will just continue to stack up quickly, and really without even changing your spending habits that much. But it's important, of course, just to stay within your budget. Think about what we talked about in tip number 3. On top of that, setting up automatic bill payments will make it so much easier for you and make it so that you never miss a bill. You can set up automatic bill payments for things like your internet bills, your cell phone, your streaming services. These automations will just make it so much easier for you and make it so that you never miss a payment. This maximizes your rewards, whether it be cash back or points, and helps you build a really good credit history. So, hey, everyone loves a good credit score, right? I love setting up automations, especially for recurring bills. We're all human, we make mistakes, we're busy, we live our lives, and we forget. And these things will happen where you forget to pay a bill, and there's always late fees and whatever. But the companies you pay are never going to forget to send you a bill. So remember, just set up a quick automation. It'll make your life that much easier. As an example, I know that Netflix is going to take money out of my credit card on the 15th of every single month. So I go into my bank, I set up an automation and say, pay Netflix on the 15th of every single month. Easy, set it, forget it. The 5th tip is really just to monitor your credit and your spending regularly. Keeping an eye on these type of things will actually just make it so that you're on top of your spending. You'll see your habits, but on top of that, also just let you know if you see anything that stands out. Maybe you might catch some fraud. You never know. A lot of these credit card companies will offer free credit score tracking, and on top of that, alerts for things like suspicious activity. You'd be surprised at how many times a credit card company will actually go to bat for you. So take advantage of these features and stay on top of your credit health. Review your statements every single month, make sure your charges are accurate, and dispute anything that just seems out of the ordinary. And by monitoring your spending, you could actually start to see things like patterns of unnecessary expenses, and you could also adjust your budget accordingly. This approach not only protects you from potential fraud, but it keeps you in control of your financial journey. And I'd like to think that's what we all want, really. As a bonus tip, don't forget to take advantage of the additional benefits that come with your credit card. Many cards offer perks like travel insurance, purchase protection, extended warranties, and concierge services. So for example, if you buy a laptop with your credit card, you might actually get an extra year warranty coverage at no additional cost. Some cards also provide things like rental car insurance, which can save you a lot of money when you're traveling. Remember, just take the time, read through your card's benefit guide, and make use of the services that apply to your lifestyle. These perks can enhance your financial well-being and provide peace of mind, but on top of that, provide you things that you do not have to pay for in full. And there you have it, 5 powerful tips to help you make your credit cards work for you and avoid the debt trap. Now, I wanted to quickly talk about my personal experience with credit cards. I was the prime example of someone who fell deep into credit card debt. I spent on the credit cards even when I didn't have the money to pay for something, and it eventually accumulated to thousands of dollars. Then something crazy happened. I got approved for a line of credit, and all I did was use that line of credit to pay off the credit card. I was basically just using credit to pay off credit. I did this pretty often, and every single time I did it, I kept telling myself, all right, this is the last time I'm gonna do it. But it just kept happening. This cycle unfortunately kept going for years and kept going until I was facing a mountain of debt, not only on my line of credit, but on my credit cards. My hope is that you can follow this information provided today and follow a better path. Now, after mastering my personal finances, I earn free trips by making the credit card companies work for me. I haven't paid for a flight in over 3 years. I haven't paid a cent in interest. And the cool thing is that you can do it too. Remember, the key here is to use your credit card as a tool and not a crutch. Understand your rewards program, pay off your balance in full, underline, and then underline it again. Take advantage of the sign-up bonuses. And for the love of God, do not spend money you do not have in your checking account. By following these tips, you can enjoy the benefits of credit cards without falling into debt. If you found today's video helpful or you took some tips out of this, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe to Dynamics of the Dollar for more tips and tricks. Next week, we're going to be talking about some of the internet's most frequently asked financial questions. So go ahead and obliterate that notification bell so that we never miss an update. And if you have any credit card tips, success stories, if you have a rewards program that you really like, share them in the comments below. Let's support each other on this path to financial freedom. Have a great Money Monday. Happy savings. Until next week.